equipment that comes with the Ringmaster, I think it's just as easy to take that steel edge we've been using and use that to line up the blades. The tool holder that the blades set into are, you put the steel edge against it and just lay them so that they're nice and flush. And then you tighten up the set screws and it's ready to go. You want a spacing of just over an inch, maybe an inch and a 1/16. The other thing is the angle that we want to cut. The initial one, we want to cut at an angle of 19.5 degrees. And the reason for that is our stock is 7/8 inch thick. As I say, that's the preferred thickness that I like. So you just loosen this nut here, bolt, and you adjust it on the gauge that's here to 19.5 degrees. Now we're set to cut at that angle. Depending on the thickness of the stock, the angle is going to vary, and the project notebook here will show you in it what angles you'd want to cut each piece at. Right now, as I said, it's 19.5 degrees. Now this is a guide pin. Lift that out so the slide plate will go forward to the point where you want to make your first cut. So you go until the blade is, the outside blade here, which in this case is the inside blade, but making the outside cut, is just beyond the stock of the wood. You find the next opening for the guide pin on the index plate to fit into. You tighten up and you're ready to make your cut. Turn on the machine. A lot of people start counterclockwise with the right blade cutting into the wood and then finish up from the left side. I like to do it in a reverse order. I like to go clockwise, start from the left side, and cut these blades. There's two of them, so that you cut halfway into the wood from each side, so the finished cut is made in the middle. And occasionally you're going to have the wood bind up on the blade and the tool mount. You want to make sure that stays free, or else you're going to get burn marks in your stock. So as I finish the one cut, now as I come through on the other side, the left blade automatically will back out. And again, it's binding a little bit, so just back it out, knock off your excess pieces of wood cutting. Piece falls off harmlessly. You've got a completed cut. Center your blades right away. Loosen the tightening nut and back off. Pick out the guide pin, back it up, remove your excess stock here. You've got now, this is going to be the base of the vase we're going to make. I'm not going to cut any rings. All I did is take that from an octagonal piece, and now I've got a round piece with a proper angle. Here's your reference line, your double mark. What you want to do now is take it from that double mark and draw a vertical line like that. So you're going to be viewing a vase from the outside. You'll know those reference lines are important. Next piece we're going to cut is going to be a vertical ring set on this. To do that, it's important to take this piece of stock, mount it on here. In fact, get a half-inch dowel and trace along the outside of the piece you just cut. Trace a circle. And now when you mount it on the Ringmaster, put the washer and nut back on, you'll know exactly the outside diameter of the cut you need to make. So we're going to change this right now, move this to a 90-degree cut, tighten it back up. If you put it in the guide pins holes, it will not be the right diameter to fit evenly on this. but with the